welcome back to my channel. My name is Marilisa and this is Marilisa Makes. I'm starting the vlog today, Wednesday. This is today's October 1st, and I'm going to just record today, tomorrow, and Friday, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be something a little bit shorter, or I always say that and then I record a lot. I have a lot to show you guys today, but it's the beginning of a month. You guys know last vlog or the couple of vlogs back, I had my mom here with me. She was visiting from Puerto Rico and she spent 20 days with me, and she left actually yesterday. She took, I know you guys are worried, but she took 2 luggages with her, and she took everything that she wanted it, so or she shopped everywhere she wanted to go. I guess last vlog was like all shopping. It was actually, he was like, oh my god, another day. And then I said on Monday we're not going anywhere, and she wanted her to go to Marshall's, so we went to Marshall's, and the whole thing has been so freaking fun. But now she's out, and you guys know I've been a little bit disorganized in September because I've been, you know, going through her schedule more than my schedule. So I wanted to start this vlog by sharing my October curriculum. If you guys have not been in TikTok, this is a new thing and I loved it. And I'm not super organized, just like you will organize you know, like a semester or a class, but I want to have a couple things that I want to kind of like dip my toes into and learn a little bit, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. So it's October, so it's a spooky month, and you guys know I decorated a little bit my house, but I have not decorated the big decoration for like Halloween. I'm gonna do it this month, and I don't know if I'm gonna do the ghost, not yet. Maybe it's gonna be like at the end of the month, because I'm hosting a church group here in this house and I don't want to have a bunch of like ghosts in the front, you know what I mean? So we will see that as you know, when I decide. But I wanted to divide my curriculum for October so I stay organized, and this is gonna be just for a couple steps, not going to add any kind of sewing to this. That's gonna be, you know, I'm just gonna do it as I go and I feel the need for. But I wanted it to, or the first thing that I have here is skills and hobbies, and last month I wanted it to try needlepoint and I actually achieved it, but this month I want to do a little bit more experimenting with stitches. I want to actually read the book that I got, because I noticed I saw a graph, and I have not shown you guys this, but this is the project that I've been working, my first project. It's been challenging. I thought I was gonna do this in 2 seconds. I have this part, I have ripped it like 3 times. I think last time you guys saw me, or one of the last clips from last week was me ripping this off. I have ripped it twice after that for a total of 3. It was something. It's something. So I noticed that there was this stitch. It's kind of like a diagonal stitch. I started doing it and I look at the back and I'm like, oh, there's like a lot, I'm using a lot of thread. And then I started to read about continental needle pointing, like continental stitch and the whole thing, and I thought I was doing it right, but I was not. So right at the end here you can see the continental stitching, and then this is just kind of like the cross. I don't know what happened to this. So it looks more filled and I love it more. So I want to learn more about stitches. So this is what I have here. And I also want to learn how to paint my canvas. And I have done a couple of graphs that I want to actually, you know, translate to a canvas, and I have tons of ideas, and I want to work on finishing. So I have done a finish or a bag before using a thrifted needlepoint entire. It was just the most beautiful thing ever. But I want to learn how people finish it, because I've seen like boxes and stuff like that. I saw like a little matchbox. It was like a box like this small, and the needlepoint was on the top, and then the rest was like just silk. She got charged $290 just to make a matchbox, kind of like a slide off box, and it was all covered in silk. $290 is insane. It's insane. Even I don't get it. Like the piece of silk, I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Maybe I get it. Maybe I'll get it if I do the homework. So that's what's going to be in my curriculum. Let's move on, because if not, I'm going to be talking about that. So wellness or PE class, I want to make sure that I attend my PE, meaning like from Monday to Friday, I want to exercise, I want to do my weight training, and I want to do a walk. Today I failed miserably because I was not feeling it, and I didn't actually wake up. I touched my alarm, like I snoozed it off, and I didn't even remember. I was like, why call is so early? It's like 5 in the morning. I look it up, it's 7 in the morning. I was that tired. Anyway, so I want to make sure that beginning on Monday, I'm not skipping my gym PE class at all. Not skipping class. Science-wise, I am working on my sourdough starter and making bread, and that's what you guys saw this morning. So I bought this book, The Art of Gluten-Free Bread by Erin Gojuaga. She's the quenelle and vanille girl. You guys know I've talked, if you have followed me for a while, I am gluten-free, although I dip my toes here and there in a little bit of like wheat. But if I do eat regular flour, I am sick the next day for sure. Like 24 hours later, I am sick. So I want to make sure that I am you know, perfecting in my science class the art of sourdough. If you know, you know. I actually am starting a cornmeal sourdough bread, and I actually have to go get some stuff today. I'm not going to take you guys with me, but I need to like get the corn and get the juices out, and it's just like so, this book is so good. It's thick. She have been working on this for so long. If you guys know, if you don't know, baking is a science. So I'm calling this my science experiment, just making sure that that gluten that sourdough is strong enough, because I know with the other one is different. The gluten-free, for some reason, ferments faster. It's just, yeah, I want to actually perfect this. So that's on my science class. And then new experiences, I want to visit new places. I know there's a couple of towns that I want to visit that we pass by. I'm like, oh, what's this town? You know what I mean? And I want to do a little bit more research and then visit them, and yeah, see what kind of like new fall festivals they have. So that's going to be my new experience. Maybe I do one, because you guys know. And then literature. It's just finished my book goal. I am on book 90 of the year, and I wanted it to read 100. Last year I read 129, 127. I don't think I'm gonna reach that. I've been slowing down a little bit because I'm doing all these crafts, and I am also, you know, recording so much, but I want to at least finish the goal, just read 10 books this month. So that is my curriculum for this month. So let's start the day. Bread is proofing. I have to proof it for I think it was like 3 to 4 hours, but I could have done like 1 hour outside and then 12 hours on the refrigerator. But if I do that, then I'll have to wake up like 4 in the morning for that. We're not doing that. So I'm gonna let it proof for 4 hours and see if it needs, or it's like done to get into the oven. But so far it's looking so good. I love this recipe a lot. You use pulp of the corn plus the milk of the corn, and it was folding beautifully. So I'm gonna do a little bit of needlepoint and then I'll report back. So I just took the bread out of the oven and it was a fail, I will have to say. I feel like my oven is not working properly. I'm gonna tell you why. This side was okay, but this one was like smush and like raw. It was like gelatiny. I don't know why it did that, but it feel like even the cast iron bread thing was not hot enough. I don't know. I have to wait until tomorrow to see if this is like raw on the inside, but I hope not. I knew I was not gonna get it the first time, and it was like so tall and pretty, and then it deflated, completely deflated. So it didn't do that spring thing. So I don't know what happened, but it's okay. We live and learn. Science class. It tastes amazing though. It tastes sweet. It has a nice crust because you can hear it. And it just took it out of the oven. Have that sourdoughy sweet taste. It's so good. Anyway, so that's today's day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to wake up really early because I have to go to it's a textile sale, and I have to be there at 9. It opens at 10, the doors. I may need to probably get even like earlier than that. So yeah, I'll take you guys with me. Good morning, it's the next day. It's around 7 a.m. in the morning and I am about to start getting ready for go to the event. I think I want to leave at 8:30 just because I want to be there right at 9 and start doing the line at 9. I'm gonna take my Kindle and then I'm gonna take like a purse that I can cross over. I'm gonna have my phone, my purse, and my credit card. That's it. I'm not gonna bring anything else. I want to have my hands completely free to browse. This is like a textile and vinyl event, and I'm worried about I'm worried about the textile people, but I'm worried about the vinyl people also. So I'm gonna be super early there. Not that it matters, because whenever they open the doors, I just like run like cattle. So because of that, I want to have my hands, you know, without nothing. So it's been a while since I worked on my journaling. The last entry was in August 25th, and before that, the day before that last entry was August 1st. So it's been a while since I have not worked on this. I'm not being as consistent as I was before, which is okay. It happens. I just take it back or start back whenever, you know. I do have tons of pages to go, so I'm going to just keep this as my 2025 journaling. But now that I have my October curriculum, I want to use it as a prompt for my journaling. So right now in the science department, if we're going to talk about yesterday's debacle with the bread. So I want to do some changes, and I did a little bit of like reading, and I want to put all that information down here instead of in my brain, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just store everything here and then you just let it slip, right? If it's written down, it's a little more permanent somewhere else. Anyway, but let's talk about the bread. I think the little kind of education that I got, it's with gluten-free bread, you don't have that, you know, structure you get from the gluten, right? So it's very delicate. It's like a fine line that you can overproof or underproof, and definitely I overproof my bread. And it's funny because when I started doing the sponge, it said that it needed to proof for like 10 hours, and 3 hours in my sponge was done. So pretty much that cuts my proofing time like 2/3 or probably like 3/4. So instead of like proofing it for 4 hours like I did, or like 3, I should have done it like 1 hour or less. So I'm gonna put all that information down here, and we're gonna try it again because Carlos loved the bread. I was so excited. It was poofy. You guys saw it. It was beautiful, but it's baking is a science. I am not even going to apologize about the fact that I swept. There's a lady, actually the lady that is in charge of the textile, that she was like, and I was like, I don't resell, and I show her, you know, whatever, and she was like, no, I can tell. I will have to say I'm really glad of what I grabbed. So I started with a couple of pieces of textile that are really vintage, and I love to use these ones for backing, to make, I don't know, this one is a little bit ripped. I paid $5, $6 for it, but it's a big piece, although it has a rip in the middle. I grabbed the two. So there was two, and they were both $6. So I was like, yeah, I need to, you know, grab them. This one is in better shape than the other one, and I will clean them and then have them ready for whatever I want to make with them. But I usually make this or use those for bags and stuff like that. Then I grab this one. Is $3, and this one, it looks really nice for backing of, you know, making probably a bag, or if I want to finish a needlepoint cushion or something like that. I loved this one and paid $3 for it, and I bet it's like a yard. And I did the same thing with this one, $3 as well. Then I grab a couple of patterns. Actually, I grabbed 11. So I'm going to show you guys quite fast. Grab this one. I mean, that was the cutest thing. I got a baby one. I love this caftan. This one, why not? I love this one. And then we have two pieces. This one just looks like a shirt that I did a couple of weeks ago. And then look at this one. So cute. And then this one, I mean, one size, I paid $1 per pattern. So I thought that was a great buy. Then I went into the purses and I grabbed this one, and I paid $10 for it. But I do own a couple, and I do have a cute, nice collection. But I do have a lot that are white, black, or like cream. Never encountered one that I was like, oh, I really liked it. It doesn't have a label on the inside. Well, it does. Hold on. The label says Within and Davis bags. It's a mesh bag made in USA. And I mean, it's so freaking cute. So this will be kind of like, if I'm going to somewhere, concert, whatever, this will be the cutest thing. Then I grabbed others, or other Textile, so I grabbed this one. It says how to make fondue with a recipe on it. It's so cute. And then I grabbed also 2 pieces of vintage textiles, and these were $3 as well. But I mean, so I grabbed the 2 that they had. I think this is different though. This one is $4, a little bit bigger. But I can even do a shirt if I want with stuff like this. I have acquired a couple from my antiquing, and they always sell for $20 pieces like this. So I grabbed those. Then the needlepoint. Okay, so this was $3. It's beautiful. $3. I couldn't pass it. This one is a little bit bigger. I think I paid hold on. This one was $12, worth every cent. And they had there was another one, same size, but this was really small in the middle, and I was not into it, so I skipped on that one. This, so cute, and like a nice it says Royal Paris, and this is retouchement. I don't know what this is, but it's completed and it's ready to go. Then I thought I got more needlepoint. Then I grab this one, and I paid $4 for this one. They're so good. I paid $2 for this one, and this one is not finished, but it is finished. I have to keep on working around it, but I mean, hello. Then look at this. I think I pay, okay, so I paid $7 for this one, and this one is completed and done. And then the most, and this lady, which is this lady is the one in charge of the entire textile set. You grabbed the most beautiful thing we owned in this sale. And sure enough, I don't know why this was like this cheap, but these are slippers. Look at the craftsmanship. Wow. I just have to say, wow, I did really good. future. It's actually Sunday. Last time I talked to you all was last Thursday. I have the discipline, I will say, that every single night I download my SD card to my computer, and then I will put it back in my camera, delete everything that I recorded that day, and I will have a fresh, clean SD card for the next day. I do that because that way I manage the clips, I keep them organized, and I put it in folders in my computer if I need to save anything. So I thought that I downloaded it. It's been a couple of days since I have downloaded everything to my computer, so for some reason I thought I did that, and I wipe my SD card of a week. I'll finish. So it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be just baking and a little bit of thrifting. Yeah. I actually prepared my house. Like, I painted my house, clean, organized. I took you guys through all that for company, but thank God I didn't like do any like holiday, like Halloween decoration or anything. So you guys didn't miss that much, but you guys missed a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the video here. I was gonna keep on, like what I recorded yesterday and today was more baking, so I think let's just keep it to the baking that we have, and I'll start fresh with a new vlog. Until then, happy crafting. Bye. I hope you enjoy all the baking that I did, which I did a lot. Anyway, bye.